Just
Good morning. We had a lovely little technical issue with Aston's camera, or connection. You're coming back? Let's see. You're back.
maybe. Let's
Hold on.
see.
Let's make you. I'll add you. Oh no, I added you separately. I don't want you separate. Oh right. I'm not gonna touch anything. I'll just let Mary handle it.
I, folks, I swear that we're not drinking any alcohol here. It's coffee. Oh, okay.
All right. So should he leave and come back?
Okay.
Oh right. What is this other little thing I'm seeing? Devices not connected. Oh, okay. So nothing's actually wrong. We're both here. Okay. Good morning. Welcome to the NuSpecian Live. I'm Jillian.
And I'm Aston, and here I'm present, and Jillian is still waking up. Let's give her a little more time.
Okay, I'll take the blame for that one. So welcome. If you're new to NuSpecies, NuSpecies is a natural health company. We invent and manufacture our own unique line of herbal medicine and plant-based supplements. We are also an integrative health. I always like get tripped up on this. We're an integrated health consulting practice. So for those of you who feel maybe stuck between two worlds where you want to live more naturally, you want to heal naturally, but you're still getting medical treatments and have medical intervention and rely on it, well, our consulting practice helps you to leverage the best of both worlds, because in many cases we do need both worlds, and that's totally fine. And we work you through that. So folks work with us from anywhere from just supplementing, just taking your really powerful vitamins and minerals from NuSpecies, detoxing, all the way to like our herbal medicine line of rebuilding formulas and consulting with our team to work yourself through a difficult or challenging time. And that's what we've been good at for 18 years now. And we host this Q&A every Saturday at 10 a.m. so that you can continue to ask any questions you have to help your own unique journey through this complicated world of health and wellness.
It is complicated. Yeah. It's so complicated. Oh my goodness. Cancer is on the rise. I think all diseases are on the rise, but especially cancer is just devastating, especially among young people. So it's complicated. People, it's getting worse. The doctors are not able to help a lot of people. And the sad part is people don't take care of themselves, and then they get sick and they go to the doctor and they think there's a miracle waiting. There are no miracles waiting. The miracle is you taking care of yourselves, and if you want, your species can assist you to do so. But all the people we know who were sick, were not doing well, they come to us for help. Some don't listen. Some do. And those who listen fare better than those who don't. So it's a complicated world.
It is. And there's so much that affects your health, and it's important. We always continue to reiterate this. Like, yes, are there people who come to NuSpecies and use our recommended protocol and get completely better? And we're like, wow, yeah, that does happen. But that's not going to happen for everyone, because there's so many other aspects of your life that impact your health. And I should say our health. This applies to all of us. Whether it's your diet is a huge part. How well you're sleeping. Are you drinking enough water? We're all going to have stress. How well are you managing your stress? Do you have a support system around you of people who make you feel good and help you through the hard times? What about the medications you're on? Are there ways we can help you get off those medications over time? Because there's side effects and damage from a lot of medication. There's so many things that we can be doing to improve movement. Are you moving? Are you exercising? So NuSpecies is here not only to provide you with the nutritional side of that, the herbal medicine side of it, but to remind you of all these other things that you need to be doing to fight for yourself. Because the medical industry is incredible with the treatments and interventions that it provides, and we are so lucky to have access to it. But they are limited to what they can do. And so it's your job to take the reins on everything else and make it easier for your doctor to help you. Make it so that you have more options when you need medical treatment. So if you're caring for yourself really well
Mm-hmm.
and you're working with NuSpecies when it comes to nutrition and your lifestyle, then you're not going to have too many contraindications when your doctor wants to recommend a treatment and they'll say, oh, but you're on this medication, so we can't offer you this treatment. Like, that's the worst when you finally want the medical treatment that's being offered and now you can't get it because you have too many other contradicting situations, right? So we're here to keep you as strong for as long as possible, keep your body in the healing mode and, repairing and on defenses against a lot of the damaging things in the environment that we can't control.
Mm-hmm.
And then make it so that when you do need medical intervention, you're a great candidate and you can get the best help as quickly and as painlessly as possible.
We can teach you to do that. We can train you to do that. That's what we do. That's what we have been doing for so many years. So if you're taking medication, if you're doing medical treatment and you're not getting better, if you're the same by taking medication, you're a little better off if you're the same. But if you're getting worse, hit the panic button or find the panic button and hit the panic button if you're getting worse. Because if you're getting worse, the tendency is that you're going to keep getting worse because the medication is not working. And believe me, the doctors are doing the best they can. So if you're getting worse, it's highly likely there isn't much more they can do rather, other than to wait and see how things work out for you. And for a lot of people, doesn't work out at all. Okay. So we're here. We can help you. As Jillian just said, we can give you the potential to get your body to be able to fight for itself. We can give you what your body needs to fight for itself. Of course, there's no guarantee. We're not gods. We don't know everything, but we know a lot because we've been doing this for many, many years. We know a lot. We have seen a lot. We have seen the good, the bad, and we have seen the ugly, which is the worst. So we know a lot. We even know more than we think we know. So if you need help, don't do it, don't do it alone. You need a community. You need a NuSpecies community to help you. And even on our show here, when I read the chats, I'm so amazed at the number of people who are, saying how NuSpecies is working for them and the additional help they need. That's knowledge. That's a lot of knowledge coming from your peers.
And they cheer each other on and they tell each other things, which is great.
Right.
I just want to say good morning to Trevor and Headley. Hi, Maxine. Hey, Ron. Ron says, good morning, my family. And then Lady G just posted a chat. So what's Headley saying, please remember to send me my blood work order that you recommend via email. I need to recheck my A1C in addition to what you recommend.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, great. Thanks, Mary. Mary's gonna make sure, Headley, that you get what you need. And Lady G, this is a good one, Lady G. She says, good morning. I noticed your meal plan doesn't include any meat, just fish, not even organic chicken and grass-fed beef. So I actually didn't even know it included any fish. I didn't even think that must be like a little tiny concession that we made.
So, that's a huge comment right there.
There's a lot in there. Yeah.
Because I don't want to say to people.
I'm happy to talk about bacteria again.
Yeah, Jill, I want to take you back to probiotics and your gut, the gut health, probably the most important part of the body that everybody should focus on. And that's why we have a detox, right? We have 3 different detox and we have anti-inflammatory to help to assist the body to clean itself of inflammation caused from all that stuff in the digestive tract that, that don't go so well. So, but
do you want me to just say a couple of things that I would okay, sorry.
About meat?
I'm here for you if you want me to jump in.
Well, you can jump in.
Okay. And
if
then
you
you
want to
can
go ahead.
Supplement if I miss anything you wanted to say.
Well, it's not a matter of miss, it's a matter of debate.
There's a lot. But I'll give
because
my family
my family are meat eaters, probably all of them, every single one. And they love their meat. And I spent a lot of time with the family this past week. And let me tell you, at the table, there was oxtail, there was curry goat, there was pork, there was fish, there was everything. And I can't tell them not to eat their meat. I would never do that. And I wouldn't do it to you too, unless you come to me with a chronic disease.
Mhm.
Then that changes everything. Go ahead.
Right, and I think that's an important point, is that if you just are speaking generally about a generally healthy person and you are eating 90% plant-based and the other 10% is some meat or dairy, then you are likely, and you're exercising, and you have overall healthy lifestyle, that little bit of meat is likely not going to impact. If you're looking for, extreme pure health, then you're going to want to eliminate all animal products. Now, if you're someone who is looking to rebuild your health,
Mhm.
we want to empower the healing systems in your body. So when you're asking your body to do this work of repairing and detoxifying and cleaning, and you don't want anything to slow down that process and get in the way. So you can think about the NuSpecies diet plan as just like a therapeutic diet that you're going to do for a period of time. And we're just trying to, I mean, we don't want to advise you to eat anything that's going to slow down that process, right? Because you're spending a lot of money on our products, and we want to make sure that everything is in place to help you get results as fast as possible and as best results as you can get. So,
Mhm.
why would we include anything that would interfere with that process, right? You might still end up eating some of that, but the point is, we've helped you, like, what do they say? Shoot for the moon and land among the stars. Um, all right. So, having said that,
Mhm.
if you're thinking about,
Could I say something
yeah,
really
yeah,
quick?
sure.
If you have family members who are interested in what to eat and what not to eat, please ask them to join now. Send them the link to join, just to listen to the discussion about what to eat and what not to eat. Doesn't matter where they are in the world, but especially those who are in the United States, or they're in North America or Europe. Ask them to join now because this is critical. It's really critical. You can go ahead.
Okay. Ron was chatting just as you said that he has someone who he's asked to tune in. So I'm going to say hi to Miss Eunice. Thank you for being here. Feel free to ask us any questions you have. Sometimes when people refer others, they're right on board and ready to go, and sometimes they get referred and they're like, what is this new species? So
What is this thing?
yeah, so if you be skeptical, or throw whatever questions at us. We want you to be comfortable, and if there's a chance we can help you, we don't want to squander that. So whatever you want to ask us, feel free to. But so for Lady G, when you bring up not even organic chicken or grass fed beef, um, we're sort of splitting hairs there. So let's talk about why, even if these foods contain nutrition that could be good for the human body, the only way it actually nourishes the body is if your body can extract the nutrition from that food. So n- there's so many layers here, but let's say one of the things is like B12 or something they say that like beef has or red meat has, and that vegetarians are going to be low on this if they don't eat meat. But the thing is B vitamins are heat sensitive, and when humans eat meat, we cook it. So that would damage the B vitamins. This is where I get confused why we keep making this claim. I don't understand how it works scientifically. But even if, let's say, that B vitamin wasn't damaged and it was going to provide you that nutrition, the way that our bodies break down food is through the bacteria in our gut. And Aston told me that people keep telling him, why does Jillian talk about bacteria so much? Because we are more bacteria than we are even human.
Well,
Whatever you would think
they want to
being
hear
human
you.
means to be bacteria.
They want to hear you talk about it because it's new for them.
Oh, okay, they wanna hear it,
Yeah,
okay.
it wasn't a critique. It
Oh,
is that
good.
they want to hear about it because, last week or a couple of weeks ago, we had someone on the show. They Google or research, the number of viruses or bacteria in our bodies,
Mhm.
and they said
Trillions.
that right in the chat.
Mhm.
So people want to hear because
Mhm.
they don't know. The doctors are not telling them
Mhm.
this. So this is knowledge for them to understand why at some point in their lives, like you're going to get into, why meat may not be the best thing for them if they have certain disease conditions
Mhm.
or health conditions.
Right. Well, it's not the best thing for anyone, but certainly not if you're looking to heal. All right. So, bacteria is what breaks down the food. So, you know how you hear, we used to say many, many years ago, you are what you eat. But actually, what's more true is that you are what the bacteria in your gut eats. So, if you want that healthy bacteria in your gut to flourish, you need to be eating fiber. And animal flesh and fluids, like milk, have no fiber. And so the healthy bacteria that would otherwise be breaking down the food by accessing the fiber now has nothing to eat when you eat meat. But what does break down the animal flesh are pathogens. So these are bacteria that actually harm our health. And when you eat those foods, you allow those pathogens to flourish in your gut, killing off all of the friendly bacteria that we actually need and leading to leaky gut syndrome and allowing toxins to get back into our bloodstream and cause inflammation and basically almost every disease you've heard of. So, meat, even when organic or grass fed, all that means is that there's no additional like man-made toxins in the meat that you're now eating, but it doesn't make the meat any more digestible to the human body. And so that's why if there's no way for you to extract nutrition from it and it's only going to allow pathogens to flourish, we're not going to recommend it on our health plan because you're coming to us to heal. Now, after you've healed and your body is strong and your immune system is repaired and your gut is healthy, if you choose to add, certain amounts of meat back into your diet, you just want to make sure you are flooding your system with fiber, vegetables, fruit, nuts, seeds, legumes, and whole grains. So that's my answer.
Okay, that's a great answer. I'll just add the tiny little bit to it.
Sure.
Those of you who you come to me and you have digestive issues, for example, your liver enzymes are elevated, for example, right? Or the metabolic panel where you have the calcium, the chloride, all of those type of electrolytes, and they're abnormal. It means and if you have other digestive issues, you have inflammation in your stomach, you have inflammation in your colon, you have hemorrhoids, you have any of these issues, you probably should not be eating any meat product at all or dairy product at all because you don't have a digestive system to digest this food. Meat has a lot of protein. It's massive amount of protein, massive amount of fat. And if you have a digestive issue, your body is just not going to break it down. It's not going to happen, people. If you have high cholesterol and you're eating meat, you're likely going to have high cholesterol for life because, again, the fat, the high protein molecules that are in meat, your body, if you have a digestive issue, is not going to break it down. Ladies, especially ladies, and men as well, if you have prostate issues, guys, ladies, if you have a hormonal issues, you have issues with your ovary, your uterus, your breast glands, your thyroid, especially, and you're eating meat, your body likely gonna collect a lot of the chemical hormones given to the animals, and it's gonna make your hormones worse, way worse. So, you know, go back to the Genesis, those of us who believe in God, right? And it says in the Genesis what we should eat and what we shouldn't eat. So at least, the Bible talk about eating plants and seeds and all of these things. At least try to get a lot of that in your system if you're going to eat meat, whether you have a health issue or not. But when we say to you in our New Life program, not to eat meat is because we're targeting people who are sick or people who have health issues where they're going to burden their digestive system, burden their immune system when they eat certain foods that their bodies are not going to utilize, not going to you're not going to digest it, you're not going to metabolize it. So that's why we have what we have in the New Life program is because we're targeting people who have health issues. Now, anyone who comes to me and they're healthy, their lives are clean, their images are clean, I don't think I've ever suggested to anyone like that not to eat whatever they want to eat. I don't even get into diet with them unless they ask me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, when we consulted with a specialty oncologist for one of our clients that they were seeing, this oncologist promotes a vegan diet for healing from cancer. And he explained that in his experience, which is, I think, well over 40 years, that those patients who ate meat had a 60% higher mortality rate than those that did not.
60.
He said 60. That's why I was shocked.
That's massive.
Yes.
And by the way, this 60 could come into, I just mentioned digestive issues that can turn to digestive cancers, or they have hormonal issues, whether it's the hormonal imbalance, estrogen too high, testosterone too low or too high. Any of those can lead to cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer, uterine cancer, ovarian cancer, thyroid cancer, all kind of cancers, people. And let me tell you, if you have those type of issues and you are eating a lot of meat, yes, organic. How do you know it's organic? So a lot of clients will come to me and say, well, I'm only eating organic chicken. It's organic beef. How do you know that it is?
Yeah.
What do you know? How do you know where it comes from?
And even then, again, you're just we're splitting hairs there. It's like, what's the better of two evils? We don't want
Right,
to be choosing between two evils. We want to be choosing between one that actually is going to help us heal
right,
and saying no to the one that won't.
right. So my love, Lady G, when anyone comes to me and they have an issue and they say that it's organic, I can't afford. You come to me for help. You come to NuSpecies for help. I can't afford to take that chance to trust that it's organic. It was completely grass fed. No pharmaceuticals given, no hormones, no antibiotics, none of that given. I don't trust what's going on out there in the world. As you said, the world is very complicated, and unfortunately, it's worse than we even think it is.
Mm.
So that's the answer I have for you, for all of you. I will not take a chance with your health when you come to me. I
Mm.
won't do it.
Lady G just follows up about did we say no Irish potatoes? She's asking what's the issue with Irish potatoes?
I don't have any issues with Irish
Oh.
potatoes.
Lady G, is that in our food plan? Is that in our food plan, Mary? Yeah. Oh. Okay, let us know why you think there's an issue with Irish potatoes. I don't remember
I
that
don't
being in our food plan.
I don't have any issue
Yeah.
with any food that grows in the ground or on top of the ground.
Yeah.
No issues at all. Whether you have diabetes or you have high cholesterol or blood pressure. I know that a lot of people who have diabetes, they're told not to eat potatoes and yams. And personally, I think it's nonsense. If you drink water, your blood sugar is going to go up.
Mhm. Okay, she said it says sweet potatoes, but yeah, you can eat any potatoes. If let's we're not going to try to limit you. If you're eating fruits and vegetables, then you're in good shape.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We should probably add some contextualizing sentences to our food plan, but yeah, Mary just reminded us the idea is we're encouraging you to eat these foods, but we're not saying no to any other vegetables.
And one final statement on the food plan. We call it food guide or diet guide. My final statement on it is this: when we put it together, when NuSpecies puts it together, we're giving you the best foods to support your health, the best foods to support your health. And the no list that we have, we're giving you the worst foods that can destroy your health, whether
Mm.
you're sick or not. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
So all the foods that are on the New Life, they're scientifically proven to be good, even if you have cancer or diabetes or blood pressure or high cholesterol, any issue you have, you can follow our food guide. So we exclude foods for probably for other reasons, but those, that's a very basic collection of foods that we're saying to you that you should focus on, in your health, in your lifestyle. We're not saying that those are the only ones that you should.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. All right, Lady G, let us know if anything else comes up there. But those are great questions. Thank you.
Mhm.
Just going to say good morning to Daisy and Diana. And hi, Diane and May. Thank you all for being here. Greetings. I think we just had one pre-submitted question related to the the client didn't remember what formula was for the eye for eyes.
So we have a formulation supporting the eye, and that would be the circulation formula and the anti-inflammatory together. Those are the basic support. Those two are the basic support we have for the eye. And if you need more potent support to get better faster, we have other formulas that we can add in to support your body to get um, better faster. So when it comes to the eye, just to explain, a lot of the times when we get eye issue, cataract or glaucoma, astigmatism, there are just many different eye issues. Some of them are congenital. What's happening is that the eyes are not getting adequate blood circulation, especially as people get older, the blood vessels start to shrink. They just become sloppy and they start to shrink, just like muscles. Just think about, your belly muscles, your side, your sides, your arms, your legs. Even if you're exercising and lifting weights, they start to get flabby, right? A little bit flabby. It's the same thing with all the organs in the body, and the eyes. No, it is not excluded. So as soon as muscles start losing that power that they have, the blood vessels start to shrink, and that's how people get eye issues and kidney issues and heart issues. Those are among the more regular ones, and brain issues as well. Those blood vessels, the tiny ones, especially those that shrink, and then certain tissues are no longer getting blood circulation, and the blood is what carries foods. It carries oxygen. It carries everything. So if you're not getting blood circulation to any tissue in the body, that organ is in the state of decaying and dying. Literally, that's what happens. You don't feed the plants. There's one sitting right here, and it's real. It's live. And if it's not fed,
Hello.
if it's not fed, it's gonna die. And we are no different because we are biologically related to plants. That's why we eat it, and it nourishes our bodies. It's have very similar genes and DNA and all of that. The chemistry, the biochemistry is the same as ours. Think it's different? It's the same.
Actually, I was just cracking up
Yeah.
because my sister Olivia, who if you saw our show 2 weeks ago, you would have met her. She was on with us, but she works here with us, and she's been bringing all kinds of plants in. They're all over the place. I think the grass is behind Aston. She cut from her yard. But I had pulled what I thought was a weed out of my garden, and she was like, "Jillian, what are you doing? This is purslane. It's a source of omega-3s." So she took the what I thought was a weed, brought it here, stuck it in water, then planted it, and now we just eat its leaves every night. Whenever we walk past it, we grab a leaf and just chew on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
that
how.
just grew. This amazing source of nutrition just grew like a weed in our
Yeah.
garden.
When I was a kid, I used to go to my grandparents' farm over there in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica, and the Irish potato. We take it out of the ground,
Mhm.
wash it off, and just eat it. Sweet
Whoa.
potato,
Yeah.
take it out of the ground, wash it off, and just eat it.
Eat it raw.
There were just so
Wow.
many foods that we would just eat that people cook now, and
Right.
yeah, you cook it, folks, but you're just destroying it, as Jillian mentioned earlier.
Mm.
The two most important vitamins you want to get from the food you eat are B6 and B12. Those two vitamins, particularly, they rebuild genes and DNA, and they help the body to make glutathione, the most powerful, essential enzyme in the human body. So if you want to get those type of enzymes and vitamins, you can't cook the foods, you're destroying them. Heat will destroy vitamins and even some minerals heat will destroy. And even if heat doesn't destroy the minerals, it's going to change the molecular structure of the foods that you're eating with the minerals. So your body won't get the enzymes that it needs to digest those minerals properly.
Mm. You mean the bacteria won't get the the bacteria has to eat it first. Yeah, that's a great point, actually. And for when we are cooking, I'm learning how to cook without oil. And it's interesting because a lot of the flavor we hope to get from the herbs and spices and like garlic and onion when we cook uh, really comes from when it it actually cooks and gets a little bit stuck to the bottom of the pan and creates some of that like light brown stuff. And then if you just add in a little bit of vegetable stock or just like a tablespoon of water, you're basically deglazing all of those flavors off the bottom of the pan and infusing them back into the dish. When you cook with oil, everything just kind of slides around and you're actually not getting that depth of flavor that garlic and onion tend to bring to dishes. So I always burn things when I cook, so was scary for me. It's taking me a while, but learning to cook without oil has been a very interesting process in trying to make the food helping to make the food taste better.
Let's take your bacteria
Oh, we're going back to that. Okay.
to another level. We're talking about foods and the human body, so might as well we flesh it out and bring it to some conclusion, at least for now. So we have a set of genes in our bodies, different from, we have the nuclear genes, and then we have the mitochondrial genes.
Okay.
And the mitochondrial genes, actually, they come from bacteria.
Right.
So these bacteria, so the genes are not bacteria, but the genes are supported by bacterial and viral particles going back thousands and thousands of years.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the mitochondria? The mitochondria is where our body makes energy.
Mm-hmm.
So what these bacterial particles in the genes are able to do, they assist the body to create energy from sugar.
Uh-huh.
So the bacteria is actually helping the body to metabolize sugar for energy.
And that's like one of the millions of things bacteria does for us.
Right. Mm-hmm. And if we don't have that energy, what happens? We don't live very long. Our lifespan probably would be a few days to a few weeks, maybe a few months. That's what would happen. That's how critical those genes are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, and then, we have the nuclear genes that make, they make energy as well, but not as much as the mitochondrial. So a lot of the athletes you see out there, they're able to utilize sugar at various levels using both sets of genes. And that's why some athletes are so good. That's why they're so good.
Mm.
Yeah. Their body can generate a lot of energy, a lot of oxygen when they need it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about feeding that bacteria and they need fiber. But healthy bacteria eats fiber, and fiber is not in animal flesh.
I like to say healthy bacteria support our bodies to live longer. And it does. Yeah.
But also to be superpowered. I mean, for those of you here who are ambitious, like, really going crazy about your health, and I know at least Headley, right? Or is it Trevor? I forget. Both of them are always talking about like the extensive lengths they're going for their health. But if you want to be super powered, then you really want to let those bacteria flourish, those healthy bacteria. And they're going to be fed by your plant-based foods.
Right. And the healthy bacteria will drown out and destroy the bad bacteria because the healthy bacteria doesn't want them around.
Right. Exactly.
But when the body gets weak, the bad bacteria, they will
kill off all the good stuff.
Not just that, they will have children with the good bacteria. Oh yeah.
That's not nice.
That's not, especially in the stomach and the small intestine. Oh yeah.
But they also have
they convert some of the good bacteria into bad bacteria.
But they also do their own version of poopy.
Yes,
and so
microbes.
then they are, so that's gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
The other thing
we have grossed you all out enough.
The other thing is B12 and vitamin B12 and vitamin K are actually supposed to be produced by the bacteria in your gut. So anytime we're looking to go purchase B12 or vitamin K separately, we're just bypassing the actual more ideal way. So when people say, well, you need to get B12 from meat, like, no, that's actually the opposite. It's in there because that animal's body did whatever it was supposed to do. But the way our bodies are supposed to get B12 is the healthy bacteria in our gut is supposed to produce it. And the B12 that we use in our B vitamins, our multivitamin product, is produced by bacteria. So that's actually how we get it. We don't make it in a lab. It's not a synthetic B12. So some folks will look at the name of B12 and think that they understand that that is a synthetic B12, but actually you can have the same name and still two very different sources of the same vitamin. And this is so confusing, and there's no way for consumers to know this. And honestly, you just have to trust us on this point. And when you
Mhm.
take the products, you can tell the difference that with our formulas, you're really going to feel something versus when you've taken other multivitamins that have the same name on that list, but don't have the same reaction in your body, right? So the bacteria is what creates B12. And so if your gut isn't doing it, then when you choose to supplement it, we actually source the B12 from bacteria that made it.
So let me tell Jillian and all of you how powerful the statements she just made are. All of you, Google cyanobacteria, CYANO bacteria. Google it right now.
Oh no, Mary said they're going to see scary stuff.
Well, maybe not.
You have to know what to look for.
Just Google it and read whatever they write. Read the first 5 lines. That's all you have to read. And what you're going to find, folks, is that the
The algorithm
cyano.
might get different people different answers.
No.
Because it knows your search history.
They're going to get the same foundational answer,
Okay.
and that is, folks, that is the cyanobacteria is what gave Earth its first oxygen. The cyanobacteria gives Earth its first oxygen and start the process of oxygen being so important for life forms.
Oh, really?
Yes, the cyanobacteria. That's how critical that bacteria is. Gave
Hmm.
Earth its first oxygen. Yes, a lot of creatures died off during that time, and
Right.
especially the unicellular, because they couldn't tolerate the oxygen.
Mm.
But then everything else flourished, plants and animals.
Mhm.
So there you go.
The things we need for life.
So cyanobacteria, B12. Got it?
Woohoo!
So
This is cool.
B12 and B6 are the two most important vitamins for human health and human life and human genetics. Yeah.
I'm taking notes. I'm thinking I'm going to see if I can write an article about this and put it in our email for next week and maybe get it up on the app as well.
Okay.
And then it'll be on the blog as well. I try to put it in all three places depending on where you are. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll give you time to post some more questions or comments, but I do want to remind you that we have 2 items on clearance right now. So when you go to our website, if you click on the shop menu and click on the 20 to 50% off category, you will find these 2 items in there. So one is I have 2 bottles left of black cohosh that are on clearance. These I just had made too much, and so I'm putting those on clearance. And they're 30% off. Black cohosh is really great for support during your menstrual cycle or menopause. And it can be added in to have some extra support. Let's say you're taking the women's health formula every day, or maybe you're only taking Queen Nanny once in a while. The black cohosh is something you can take every day. So until that bottle runs out when you need the support. So that's 30% off. Oh, great. Mary's showing us here. So you go to 20 to 50% off, click. You will see the black cohosh right there. Is on clearance. I do have some black cohosh in stock that is not on clearance just because those were a newer batch I made. But this, I think there's if you buy it now, you can finish it before this expires. But even once it expires, you still have some time because all of our products are stamped very conservatively. So there you go. And then the bee pollen 9. So it's going to just show the regular picture here. That's not the one that's on sale. You've got to drop down the potency to bee pollen 9. And then it still won't show you the discount price until you add it to your cart. If you notice there now, the discount's automatically applied. Those of you dealing with fall allergies right now, it's not too late. You would have had probably more powerful results if you started this in July, but if you're experiencing the symptoms now, you still can give your body some support. The bee pollen 9 is just more powerful than the one. I'm changing out the bottle that we put it in, so I'm just trying to sell off all the product we had already made. So there's nothing wrong with it, just it's 30% off. So it's like a great opportunity to get a good discount on that product. So if you want those, they're automatically discounted on the site. I only have 2 of the black cohosh left, and I still have a bunch of the bee pollen 9. So please go over there. Maybe you want to get a bunch of Christmas gifts or holiday gifts coming up, and you want to give someone, some little taste of the power of NuSpecies. You can get the bee pollen 9, 30% off.
All right.
All right. And those of you who haven't already, please subscribe to our channel while you're here on YouTube. That we really appreciate it. As well as if you want to get notifications from NuSpecies about discounts, updates, like our new website should be going up within the week, and we'll let you know when it happens. If you want these kinds of updates, you can do one of 3 things or all. You can join our email list from our website homepage. You can join our email list and our text list. It's the same form when you click on it. You can download our app and allow notifications. You'll get notifications from our app. Or you can, what was the third thing? Were those all 3 things?
App, website.
Subscribe to our email list or just subscribe to YouTube channel? Oh, I'm just talking about notifications. Yeah, to text, email, app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So please do that. We've been seeing our subscribers go up, up, and up every week, and it's wonderful. We really appreciate it.
So, and then another note, we going to put Mary on the spot. We are working on our family packages. Affordable.
She's back there sweating.
Yes, you better be. Because we want to have those ready for the holidays. Yes, Thanksgiving is not very far off, and Christmas is not very far off. But we want to give you time to, put your pennies together, so you can start helping family back home, whether back home is the United States or Canada or Europe or the Caribbean or Africa or wherever, Asia. We want to give South America, Central America. I want to give all of you a chance to help families back home. So we are creating some affordable packages. They're powerful, but they're at the basic level because most people only need the basic, as you all, especially you NuSpecians, you know that. Most people just need the basic. The basic is very powerful. So we're putting these packages for men's health, women's health, for to help people with diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, cancer, all these different issues, so you can help family in need. And it was just in Jamaica, and it was just amazing how the desperation for people out there who need help, just amazing.
Mm.
And it's not Jamaica, it's the world. It's the United States as well. There are people who are right here in the United States who just desperately need help with their health.
Right. And we're getting to a point now where, just as business owners, we know what it costs to provide medical insurance for ourselves and our employees. And those costs go up every year. We had 2 years in a row where they went up 30% and 40%.
Mm-hmm.
And, with certain changes right now in government, we're hearing that maybe they'll be going up even more. So there may be many people without health insurance in the next year or 2.
Right.
And, we will obviously, NuSpecies can't replace your medical care, but certainly can do a big, big job in helping your body stay as strong as possible during difficult times.
Mm-hmm.
So your family and friends may want a heads up about that, and giving them a little gift for the holidays could give them a taste of what our products are like. And then they'll think during harder times, oh, I remember, my uncle or whoever got me that product. I should go reach out to that company.
Right. And when you get these family packages, you should also get the New Life program, the food guide we just talked about, and give it to them so they can aggressively use the food guide to complement whatever they're taking from NuSpecies. And they have that good combination to rebuild their bodies, rebuild their immune system, and support their bodies with good nutrition or better nutrition. You're going to allow your families, you're going to give them the opportunity, to give them the potential to live better, live longer, suffer less. And hopefully, most of them, if not all of them, will get past the issues they have. So even the basic works, or the family packages, they will work. They'll take a little longer. Just need to be patient. Okay.
And with our new website, as soon as we announce that it is live, we would love, especially for all of you who join us every week, you're so engaged with NuSpecies, you buy on our website, you know what you do and do not like about our current site. We'd love for you to just go to the new site and test it out and see what you think. Because now that we're upgrading the the underlying code that our site lives on, we will be able to implement a whole lot of more cool features. So if there's a certain shopping feature you really enjoy on other sites you shop on that you want us to look into, we now most likely can get it and just have it active on our site really fast.
Mhm.
Whereas the site we're on right now is just much older code and it's not compatible with a lot of the new features that you'd like to see. So, as soon as it goes live, please, we'd love your feedback. You can just email support@newspecies.com. We all check that inbox and let us know what you think.
Or you can give us live comments while we're on with you, talking to
Sure.
you live on
Yeah.
air. Yeah.
The other thing too is on our new site, you're going to be able to leave reviews on individual products. And we really would love to have lots of reviews on all of our products because when someone new goes to our website and is wondering, can this help me? Your reviews will help them know that maybe there's a chance we can help them too. So, yes, does it help us? Sure. But does it help the next person who may not know whether new species is right for them? It does. And so it's a win-win and we would love it if you could immediately go to our new site and review all the products that you have taken. And if not that, at the very least you could always submit um testimonials to us, just even just statements of that you like new species or the products have really helped you. You just generic stuff like that. You don't have to get into all your personal details if you don't want to.
Mhm.
But then we can put those statements on the homepage of our website. We can put them on our app. We can put them everywhere online where it helps others feel more comfortable that new species could potentially be a solution for them.
Mhm. And that goes for the product reviews as well. You don't have to go into your conditions. You can just say, as just as you like the species, or it works for you. If it works for you, just say that,
Mhm.
and that's enough.
It is. It
And I
is.
personally would prefer if you don't go into disease conditions and all of that.
Mm,
I personally would prefer that because
yeah.
if you put it up there, we may have to take it down because the FDA may not like it.
Right, or the FTC could say that by you saying that and us posting it, we're claiming that our products can do that, and then that gets us into a hairy situation. So
Yeah.
we really do just need thousands of testimonials of people just saying that they think our products have helped them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And we've never had any warnings or anything from the FTC or the FDA, but we just want to do the right thing because we also don't want people to come to our site and they come for the so-called cure and they want to take a bottle or half a bottle or a teaspoon and their issues are gone away that they've had for 10, 20 years.
Mm,
There are people who actually are like that. So
right. It's not
so
our kind of client.
right, we don't want them. And I think when people do that, I think they honestly believe that's what's going to happen. We don't want anyone
Mhm,
to think that because, again, I don't believe in miracles and all that stuff. So
mhm,
I believe that you're going to support your body, support your genes, support your DNA, rebuild your immune system, and that's the way your body is going to fix itself. To me, that's not a miracle. That's hard work.
mhm.
Hard work.
It is. It is. And folks who choose to work with new species, we know you're prioritizing your budget to your health and you're choosing to spend it with us. And we are really, really so grateful for that. Not only because obviously it helps our business stay here so that other people have access to our products, but because we continue to learn from you. We learn what works, what doesn't work, what works best, and we can pass those recommendations on to every new client. So the more you engage with us, the better we are, and then the better we are for you. So I always say new species success is a win-win always for our clients. There's no world in which we succeed and our clients aren't succeeding too.
Mhm. So, on that note, if you don't have any more questions, I just want to say if you have issues, health issues, or you have family or friends who have health issues and they're not getting better, they're getting worse. And we see that every day. We see that every day in the labs, in the CTs, the MRIs, and we see it in the worst situations where people are no longer here because they didn't know, they didn't think, and I believe that for a lot of them, most of them, they really didn't know, they really didn't think. They hoped that things were going to work out, the doctors were going to find a way to do it. But if you're taking medication and you're not getting better, you're getting worse. But especially if you're not getting better, you're getting worse because the issue you have is going to impact other organs, as you all know. And it could get to the point where there's no turning back.
Mhm. Right.
And we see that a lot.
And you get to the point, and this is what also see a lot, and it's such a difficult time when I call it like when you get to the point of no good decisions. You're gonna get to a point where you're gonna feel like you have to choose one thing or another because you can't do both, whether it's new species in a medical treatment or two different medical treatments or whatever it might be. And those are times when even your doctor won't know what's best for you to do. They'll make a recommendation, but there's no guarantee, and we can't tell you not to listen to your doctor. So it's always best to just, and we have to tell ourselves this too. We are not immune from this. It's like when you're not feeling well, when you're having a little pain or a little this or a little that, maybe it'll pass in a couple of days, but keep track of these things because when you have something chronic that has developed, you need to take action now. You wait for it to get worse and you lower the amount of options you have available to you to get the help that you want. And you would disempower us from helping you. So
Yeah,
don't wait.
yeah. If you have a health issue, genes are damaged, DNA are damaged, and those are the foundation of life, all life forms. Every living thing on the earth has genes and DNA. So if there's a health issue, it means that genes and DNA are damaged. It means the immune system was too weak to fix it. It means that all those mechanisms the body has to fix genes and DNA, like telomerase and polymerase, the two of those powerful enzymes the body used to keep genes and DNA healthy, it means that those are failing. It means that the genes God give us to help to support the genes and the DNA and the cells that are sick, those genes are failing too, like p53. You all can look it up. It's probably the most important gene that help to support our bodies against cancer is the p53. If it's mutating or mutated or it's damaged, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. And that's why we make these formulas so powerful, people, to give your body the potential to help itself. That's all we're trying to do. Give the body the potential to fix itself, because ultimately all diseases are going to be fixed by the body itself. Is the body going to do the work? All those thousands of computation, literally
Mhm.
computation the body has to do
Mhm.
to fix something. The
Mhm.
body has to do it. No medication is going to do it. Your body has to do it. The medication will reduce the symptoms, reduce the inflammation if it can. And what the doctors do, they expect now the body to kick in to start fixing, because the body is sick because the inflammation, the disease has overwhelmed the genes and DNA,
Mm.
or the immune system. And what the doctors are trying to do in every case is to reduce the negatives to a point where the positive can outweigh it. And once the positive does that, the immune system is stronger, the genes are stronger, inflammation is less, the body can start to work to fix itself. That's what's happening. And what I just said, I hope you all heard it and you should write it down.
Mhm. And also think about all the computations the body's doing to just avoid mistakes and mutations,
Massive,
right? So it's already
massive,
working so hard to just keep things running normally, and then we're just getting in the way, right? Stress and toxins and bad food
bad,
and no exercise and lack of water, and your body is fighting against a tidal wave.
right? And the pollutions in the air from the industries,
Which we can't control that, but the things we can control will make your body stronger against the things you can't control.
right,
Mhm.
right. So that's why we have these programs at New Species, these protocols for you. We now have the ideal program that we're going to publish on the website hopefully in a few weeks. And I'm poking Mary again. Boy, Mary, she's in the firing line today. And the ideal package, what it's designed to do is to support the genes in DNA, give the body what it needs to support the genes in DNA. It's going to support the cells, like the stem cells. The stem cells are critical. Probably the stem cells are the most important cells in our bodies, because that's what our bodies use to fix, different parts, different organs that are sick. Whether it's cancer, diabetes, or blood pressure, or immune disease, whatever it is, you have to be able to give your body the nutrients that it needs to support your cells, especially the stem cells. And then you have to support the immune system to kill all the bad bacteria and viruses we talked about earlier. Those of you who who are here. And then at the end, you have to eat well. You have to eat good foods. You have to eat natural foods. And you have to drink the right amount of water for the body to be able to hydrate itself and purify itself. So those are what we have at NuSpecies to give the body the potential, the best chance to live better, live longer. That's what we do.
All right. Those of you on Instagram, we are wrapping up the show, but on Instagram, it's going to cut off in about 30 seconds. So in the future, if you want to last longer than an hour, you got to join us over on YouTube. But I think we're actually wrapping up for the day here. So I just want to remind you of those items on clearance. You can always keep your eye on that shop, the shop category that's 20 to 50% off. You'll see either what's discounted or what is on clearance. And so it's the bee pollen 9 and the black cohosh. So bee pollen 9 will be changing over into a new packaging. So when we run out of this batch, we'll just be moving into the new packaging. So we'd love for you to help us sell it out so we don't have to waste anything that we made. And the black cohosh is excellent for women during menopause and during your menstrual cycle. So those 2 bottles that are left are 30% off. I'd love for you to buy them up. We hate to waste product.
We gave you a lot of information today. I hope you heard it, and I hope you will use it. And I hope you will share with your friends and family. We really gave you a lot of information.
All the episodes stay up on our YouTube channel under the live section, so you can always watch the replay, and you can share this video by just using the little share link with any family and friends.
Right. I think today we covered the foundations of health, and we did go into foods. Thanks to you, Lady G. We did dip into foods. We talk about B12, and now I know that none of you who heard will ever forget how powerful B12 and B6, those 2 B vitamins are. But they're only powerful, folks, if you're taking them in their natural form. They have to be natural. If you're getting the synthetic versions that are made in labs, those will do nothing but pollute your body, pollute your blood. You need to get natural B12, natural B vitamins like ours. You need to get something that's natural from natural sources. That's what you need to get the benefits you're looking for.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here with us today. We will be live again next week, Saturday, every Saturday at 10 a.m. And we look forward to your questions. You can always submit questions in advance on the app. We do get quite a few. Some of them we can just pick off during the week, so you don't have to wait for the show. But sometimes we will bring them onto the show. So you just download the NuSpecies app, and on the homepage, you'll see an area where you can submit your questions. So that way, when you're thinking of it, like when you're randomly out shopping or something, you can just submit the question right away and not have to wait for the show.
And no question is silly. No question is silly. It took me all my life to learn that. And let me tell you how I learned it in 10 seconds. I learned it because I have learned that I know a little bit, but there's so much I don't know. You know, there is 99.999% that I don't know about anything at all. So no question is stupid or silly. The question is imperfect. And if the person who is receiving the question should be in a position to say, I understand what you're saying, or I need to do some research on what you're saying. But if you ask a question and it didn't come out the way you intended it, it's because you don't have the information to ask the question. So you should still ask the question. And hopefully the receiver is in a position to understand what you're asking and give you the answers you're looking for. But no question is stupid.
All right. So submit all those not stupid questions through the app if you want, or just bring them right to the live show.
Yeah.
Because we're all in a learning process.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes,
we are. We all have our own struggles. We all have our own things we need to come up with. As one says, we teach what we need to learn ourselves, and we will keep learning and teaching as long as it is useful to you. And we look forward to doing this again next weekend. So enjoy the rest of this weekend and this coming week, especially while we have a few weeks of nice weather before it gets too cold. Got to bring all the plants inside. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
You too. You have a great day. Bye-bye.